The United States, no, during that time was actually not inclined to support the establishment of an Israeli state, no. So ang expectation was tayo boboto tayo with the United States, no. Basically,
Mm.
we would vote against, no. What happened was apparently our vote was the one that settled the question kasi parang majority ba ng ano, how many votes are we talking about that would vote in favor of partition. We voted in favor of partition,
Ito
and
sa United
it
Nations
goes, no?
General Assembly ito.
So yun na. Yeah. And ang ano doon is that our vote, no, was at least one of, if not the one that turned the tide, no, in terms of getting the majority, no, that Israel needed in order for a vote for partition to actually happen. So kumbaga, ang pinag-uusapan doon, ipapartition ba natin ang Palestine, no, between a Jewish state and an Arab state. At that time, the UN was made up of a smaller number of countries, no? Most of it European in nature, no? So parang ang naging ano nila was to vote in favor of actually partitioning Palestine, no? So what happened to the idea of a Palestinian state? No, why only a Jewish state? Why was it that only a Jewish state was actually eventually established? No, simply because the Palestinians, of course, refused to accept it logically, no, but also the Arab states, no, surrounding Palestine, no, actually opposed the results of the vote in the UN. So in rejecting it, they actually went to war against Israel. So ito yung gera ng 1940, yung sinasabi mo na, yung mga
1948.
militias, no, 48, no. So Israel won that war. Actually, one of the funny things about the decision about partition, no, is that if you take a look at the map, the proposed map of how the partition was going to happen, it was funny, right? Kasi meron kang mga non-contiguous territories na ibibigay sa Israel, yun yung parte na magiging teritoryo nila, no? Non-contiguous, hindi dikit-dikit,
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
So
Oo,
enclosed na yung ano. So parang it was actually rather odd, no, in that sense kung bakit pumayag ang UN na ganun yung mangyayari. Well, nagkagera, no? The Palestinians were forced out. The Israelis actually occupied most of the territories that except for the West Bank. Yun nga, this is in 1948, no? The West Bank was occupied by the Jordanians, no?
Jordan.
But the rest but the rest of the territory, no, was actually occupied by Israel. So ang nangyari ngayon, what was proposed, no, what was proposed to be yung magiging territory ng mga Arabs were now actually being occupied by Israel. So ang nangyari, nawalan ngayon ng teritoryo yung Palestinian Arabs.
Lumaki palalo yung teritoryo ng Israel. Dahil nanalo sila ng gera.
Oo. No? And so
in a way,
from that point on, nag-backfire yung yon. Instead of destroying Israel, no? Parang they facilitated the creation of a stronger Israel, no? And then nawalan ngayon ng teritoryo yung Palestinians, no? And they were forced to stay in the West Bank, no, under Jordanian authority, no, and in Gaza, no, na kung saan it was the Egyptians that were actually in charge of that particular place.